So, welcome back, children, to few other practice questions. So, here you can see the question. The genotype of a husband and wife are given as IAIB and IA small I. Among the blood types of their children, how many different genotypes and phenotypes are possible? Okay, you have to give the answer that if these are the parents, how many genotypes and phenotypes are possible? Okay, so the answer, children, let's see. This is the genotype of father and mother. Now when we cross them, what are we getting? See, we are getting four different genotypes: IA, IA small I, IB, IA and IB, and IB small I. So how many genotypes I am getting? Four genotypes. But what are the phenotypes? This one will give blood group A. This also blood group A. Third one AB, and this one B. So the phenotypes are 3, but the genotypes are 4. So the option is B. Okay. Next question, children. Here the question is, pick out the correct statement. Now, children, what are the statements? Hemophilia is a sex-linked recessive disorder. Second statement is, Down syndrome is due to aneuploidy. Third statement is, phenylketonuria is an autosomal recessive gene disorder. And the fourth statement is, sickle cell anemia is X-linked recessive gene disorder. So you have to find out the correct options. Which one is the correct option? So, as you know that hemophilia is a sex-linked recessive disorder, this is true. Down syndrome is due to aneuploidy. It is due to the aneuploidy of 21st trisomy. It shows 21st trisomy, so this is also true. Phenylketonuria is an autosomal recessive disorder. And sickle cell anemia is not X-linked or sex-linked. It is an autosomal recessive disorder. So the correct option is B. Next question, children, is match the following. Now the options in column A were dominance, codominance, pleiotropy, and polygenic inheritance. And the options on the column B were, or second column were, many genes govern a single character. Now when too many genes govern one single character, then it is an example of polygenic inheritance. So polygenic inheritance is when too many genes collectively determine one character, like human skin color. Okay. Next, heterozygous organism, only one allele expresses itself. So this is a case of dominance. This is a case of dominance. Third, children, in a heterozygous organism, both allele express themselves fully. When both the alleles express themselves, then it is a case of codominance, as we have seen in IAIB situation, right? And last, one single gene influences many character. This is just the opposite to polygenic inheritance, and we call it as pleiotropy, where one gene determines many character. If you remember that starch and size of the that BB wala I had explained you, that one single gene was expressing the amount of starch in the seeds and also the size. So that is called pleiotropy. So your correct options will be D. Okay. Next, children, here is the question. You see there in the following pedigree, okay, affected ones are shown. Now you have to identify what type of pedigree it is. You have to identify the kind of pedigree. Now children, first of all, always when you have to find out which type of pedigree it is, first try to find out whether it is dominant or recessive. So after looking in this pedigree chart, you can understand or you can see that whenever we want to determine whether it is dominant or recessive, you have to see whether it is skipping the generations or not. If generations are skipped, that means it is recessive. And if the generations are not skipped, then it is dominant. Now in this case, you see children, in this case, these are the parents, and here in the situation there is no defect, but their children got defected. That means the defect has been carried forward, and here it has skipped the generation. Okay, the defect was present in the parents, and then that defect did not come in the offspring, but it came in the third generation. That means it has skipped here, so it is recessive. Now we have to find out whether it is autosomal or whether it is X-linked or sex-linked. Now to determine children, to determine that, let me show you this. If it shows a criss-cross inheritance, then it is X-linked or sex-linked. But if not, then it is autosomal. So in the above case, children, in the first generation, the second parent gave the trait to both, see, this parent gave the trait to both female and male. So this parent is giving on the trait to both female and male, okay, as you see. So sex-linked will never be recessive, children, remember this. Sex-linked is not possible in recessive condition. To prove this statement, let me show you a case of hemophilia. If father is hemophilic, see, this is the situation, and the mother is normal. So if we find out the cross, you will see that every time female is always a carrier, because recessive gene, it is a recessive disorder, and 1H will not express itself in the females. So females will be normal, but yes, they will be carriers. So sex linked is never recessive, remember this. Okay, hence here in this situation, female will never get a disease, but in the above case, male and female both are getting affected, and because both are getting affected, so this is a case of autosomal disorder. So the whole pedigree is autosomal recessive. This is the conclusion. I have written the whole explanation for you. You see how to find whether it is dominant and recessive. If generations not skipped, it is dominant. If generations are skipped, it is recessive. Now in this case, in the generation 2, 5th and 6th do not have the trait, but their child has it. So that means the trait has skipped, and because it is skipped, it is a recessive trait. So I hope now you are very much clear with the pedigree.